Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Twin Ovals here at Kingston for this TSL clash between the home team, the Kingborough Tigers, and Launceston, the reigning premiers of the competition. Brent Costello with you alongside Ryan Rosendale this afternoon. G'day, Ros.
G'day, Bruno. Pleasure to be with you, mate, as always. And yeah, really looking forward to this clash today. Obviously, a top four clash with the top of the table Blues travelling down the highway against the Tigers. And played a game here, I think it was 6 weeks ago in round 10, and the Tigers were with them until three-quarter time, and then the Blues clash just got over the top. So it'll be interesting to see with the loss of the probable Hudson medalist from this year, Dylan Riley, obviously did the ASL last week. So with the loss of him, I think Joby Harper's also out today. So the Tigers might fancy themselves a chance here at home, especially with that strong showing they had in round 10. Yeah,
as you said, only within a couple of points there in the last quarter. So if they can be on their best today, they're absolutely a big chance to knock off Launceston, you would think. And Mitch Thorpe, listening to him and speaking to him in more recent times, is really bullish on the Tigers and the way they've been going, particularly this season and the way they've improved. So yeah, really looking forward to this one this afternoon. You see the toss of the coin in the middle there, two captains, Joseph Groenewegen, of course, and Lockie Clifford. So we're not too far away from a start. Like these 1 o'clock bounces too, not too bad.
Yeah, I think it's helpful for the northern teams to come down the highway. But as we spoke about, so these teams have played off twice this year. I think up in Windsor Park, obviously that's been a pretty bit of a graveyard for the Tigers in recent years. Lonnie obviously got the chocolates there in round 3, but as we said, they were pretty good accounting themselves last week, and obviously they're coming off a pretty good win last week against North Hobart. They really took North Hobart to the sword early in that game. They walked away 40-point winners, so they're in pretty good form, the Tigers, and it's a pretty important clash for them, because if they can get a win today, they jump that game above Clarence on the ladder. If Clarence aren't able to get the chocolates against North Lonnie at UTAS. So that, I think there's about 2 or 3% between Clarence and the Tigers in third and fourth. So every game in the back end of the season now is a pretty important one for Trent Bulmella's men, and if they can get a win at home, it's going to go a long way in giving them a boatload of confidence coming into the final series.
Absolutely. Really looking forward to seeing how Launceston tackle life without Dylan Riley as well, who obviously did his ACL last week, rupturing that in the game up there at Windsor Park. And as you can see on the screen there, Mitch Thorpe playing this afternoon, the coach. And there's Dylan Riley on the screen as well. So good to see him down and making the trip south for this game. But Mitch Thorpe only played a handful of games so far this season, so can't wait to see him back out there.
Yeah, I think from Memphrey, I heard his presser on Thursday. I think the last game he actually played was a game in round 10 down here at the Twins, and I think he played pretty well. I think he kicked a goal and had 10 or 12 disposals, so it's good to see Thorpe back out, and we know what a star he is at the competition, and there's no doubt he'll be looking to build some pretty good form coming into the finals, because he's a guy that Lonnie will look to in that forward line, considering the loss of Dylan Riley in the back end of the year.
Absolutely. They've got plenty of options too. They can swing the magnets around a lot, Launceston. They've got a lot of depth. We know that as well. So one soldier goes down, but another one will come in. But as you said, they're a little light on today without Joby Harper there, but they didn't have him for a lot of the season as well with firefighter training. Yeah,
they've lost him, and obviously Fletcher Seymour's obviously come back in the back half of the year too, and he's averaged, I think, 22.8 disposals since he's come back. So we know what a star he is, a former Clarence player. So when you've got guys like him, and you've got guys like Jay Blackberry and Jay Kynes, who are, I think, top of the table, along with Jay Fern in the Player of the Year votes, we can see why this Lonnie team's definitely premiership favourites come this point of the year.
It's not too far away from a start here at the Twin Ovals. A couple of other games on this afternoon. We must say congratulations to Brad Cox-Goodyear, who runs out for game number 200 this afternoon for North Launceston in their clash against Clarence. And the other game in the south is Glenorchy and Lauderdale down at Skybus Oval. Looking forward to keeping you up to date with those scores as the afternoon goes on. But I think we've got the good one here this afternoon. I reckon this will be pretty close, Ross.
Yeah, fair to say this is the game of the round. So if you're watching along on the live stream wherever you are, or if you've braved the Hobart cold and you've travelled down the highway to the Twin Ovals, you're in for a cracker of a game for sure.
Marcus Gardner in the ruck there. He was spoken about by Mitch Thorpe too during the week, saying one of the most improved players in the competition. It's hard to argue with that statement.
Been really important since the loss of Tyler Carter. He's able to drift forward and be a marking target, so he's one to look out for today, that's for sure.
Cody Thorpe going up against him in the ruck here at the Twin Ovals, and we're underway in this round 16 TSL clash. The umpire says, "I'll have it back, boys." Up we go again for a restart. Thorpe. Now Soup Campbell just works it forward for the Tigers, inside 50, punch from behind. Tigers try and cast it under their spell. The first inside 50 of the game. Blackberry, who's been a star for this Launceston team for such a long time, works down towards the Launceston attacking end of the ground, but coming out of defence was Ben Donnelly. to the wing. And big tackle from behind. Launceston work it out though. Groningen can handball over the top to Thorpe. Cody Thorpe off to Palfreman, who centres the footy right to the paint of 50. Mark not taken. It's interrupted there, Hines, and now the Tigers work it out of defence again through Griggs. And now Campbell inside the centre square.
Kicks up the line to Cole. He gives off to Riley Ashton, who's going to drive inside 50 first for the day for the Tigers. It's going to come out though pretty quick. Back out Gardner's there. He's going to take uncontested mark. What's he got forward of centre? Short kick to Dygan. That's a good option there. We know he can hit the scoreboard, this man, Sam Dygan, the vice-captain. So plays on now on the paint of 50. I think it's going to trouble the goal umpire. It's just got to the line. I think it might have been taken there by Elijah Reardon. It has been. So we know what a star this man is. Can he kick the first of the day?
Had a bit of footy with North Melbourne's reserves team this year as well.
So Elijah Reardon opens up the angle. He's put it straight through the middle. They like that, do the Tigers. First one of the day goes to the home side.
He's an excitement machine, we know that. Took that wonderful mark here. Must have been last season or the one before.
Yep.
That got everyone talking, and yeah, great to see him out there for the Tigers today. As we said, played some games with North Melbourne this year, get a taste of what it's like at that higher level, and no doubt he's going to be a star of Australian rules footy for a long time, whether it be here in Tassie or wherever he ends up. He's an excitement machine, as I said.
Spoke about Marcus Gardner's importance since Tyler Carter went down, and Elijah's probably another one that's been really important to the setup. He's obviously played that first half of the year in the back half, but it's been really good to see him be able to go forward and be an option up forward in the absence of Tyler Carter.
So we're back in the middle. Kingborough get the first of the afternoon. That's the start they wanted. Giving some confidence against the reigning premiers. No one really got first use of the footy there. Hines is dragged down. He gets the handball out in the end though. The umpire's blowing the whistle though. Looks like it might be a free kick going the way of the Tigers, and it is. So Bessel gets it inside again, but the kick's not his best. Hines couldn't take the mark. Reardon's there lurking again. Blackberry dragged down. Got it away though. Tigers end up with the footy once more. Dispossessed as they get it back inside again for another attack on goal. Launceston's defenders do well though. They get it out of danger for now. Mark taken by Jake Smith. Just taking his time to assess his options. The sun playing a little bit of havoc there for him. He loads up and goes to the wing. Smith, pack forms, punched away by Groningen and out of bounds. Boundary throw in.
Good to see the weather's cleared, Brenno. It was a pretty cold morning here in Hobart, so good to see that the weather's come through down in the Twin Ovals. So 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Kingston with the first goal of the game. Boundary throw in now. Gardner against Thorpe. Thorpe wins that one down, man in front, gets a handball out. Gives it to Wright, who's going to drive inside 50. That was Seymour, sorry. Handball cut off there by Marcus Davies. Good to see him back in the lineup. Boundary throw in.
Saw Fletcher Seymour with the footy then. He's just so silky smooth, isn't he? And I just love having him back in this team in 2021. Missed a large chunk of the season so far, but been back for a number of weeks now, Fletcher Seymour.
Yeah, he really had that breakout year last year after crossing from the Roos. Mitch Thorpe goes up in the ruck. Good to see him back in the lineup, as we said. I have to believe he'd probably take the majority of the inside 50 throw-ups, and his brother might take the rest. So Thorpe wins that one down. Goes down to Griggs for the Tigers, but it's gone straight down the throat of Fletcher Seymour. He's going to bring this one short. The Blues immediately play on now. Looks for goal. There's no one on the line. It's going to drift through for a behind. So first one of the day to the Blues. As they get a quick kick out now, the Tigers. It's cut off there by Hines though. Campbell mops up. Good shepherd there by Reardon. He's got Rahina for support. It's one we struggle with pre-game, Brenno. We weren't too sure how to pronounce the last name. So we'll go with Rahina.
So up it goes. Thorpe and Gardner go at it again. Tigers, high tackle there. Runs against Pitcher. And the free kick will go the way of the Tigers. And now with the footies, Will Clifford, who plays on immediately. Pack forms, players fly for the footy. Gardner gets it off to Reardon. Reardon just floats it inside 50. One-on-one contest, mark not taken. Ball spills to ground. No one can get it out cleanly. They do in the end, though, the Tigers. Here's a chance for a snap-on goal from Riley Ashland. It's just offline for a minor score.
Did really well there, Ashland. He was the man in front, which is taught as a junior, to play in front. You get the footy, and he did everything he could there, and he was probably in danger of getting pinned if he dragged that back in, but he did the right thing and got on his feet and almost was able to put one through for the Tigers, but they kicked their first behind of the day.
They have indeed. As Lonnie bring it out of defence once more. 7 plays, no score at the moment. As Gardner gets it inside 50. Mark taken by Luke Graham. Distance, he won't have it in him, so he decides to go long to the top of the square. Pack forms, mark not taken, but they get it out here, the Tigers. No, they don't. Reardon, though, turns and snaps and delivers another one for the Tigers. He's got 2, Elijah Reardon, and the Tigers off to a fantastic start on their home deck.
Yeah, spot on, Breno. Trent Boomler will be very, very happy man in the coach's box with this start from the Tigers. They've controlled the majority of the play, and Lonnie are on the back foot early here. 7 minutes gone in the first quarter, and this is exactly the start you would have wanted if you're a Tigers supporter watching along on the stream. As we said, we know how good they've been this year. They lost a few soldiers last year, but with the inclusion of Eddie Cole and the improvement, probably as a collective group over the last 2 to 3 years, it's really all built together this year, and we can see why there are definitely a strong chance in the top 4. As we get a ball up now in the centre, Thorpe wins that one down. Hines is there, gets a quick kick out, goes to the far side of the ground. Donnelly's the man in front. He's got a teammate for support. Keeps his feet. Does Brady Rees. Good play there. So we've got a tight contested game here so far. Tigers number 2 in the comp for tackles, number 1 for midfield tackles. I think Eddie Cole's leading the comp for tackles, so you expect a tight and contested game of footy from these top 4 sides. They win that one down, do the Tigers. Comes out now to number 32 in Liam Canny. Good tackle there by Power Freeman. And the ball's gone back out of bounds. So 13 plays 1 here, 8 minutes gone in the first quarter. Boundary throw in now. Thorpe wins that one down. Might have been a high tackle there. There was, says the umpire. So number 22, Alex Bessel, is going to be the beneficiary of that one. Going to drive this one up the line on the far side of the twin ovals. Looks for Gardner. Thorpe does well there though. One-handed grab, couldn't take the mark. Good tackle there by Eddie Cole. Going to get another throw up.
So almost 9 minutes gone here. Twin ovals. Good start, fast start from the Tigers. As Gardner gets first use, taps it down beautifully, but just overran it there, did Bessel. And now Cody Thorpe couldn't get under his spell. Ball to ground again. Umpire lets it go, and Taylor gets boot to ball. And now the Tigers go hard again. Inside 50. Mark taken, beautiful mark taken by College. Over his debut game here not too long ago, Max College, and played some really good footy for the Tigers. Goes to the top of the square. Mark not taken. Reardon's lurking again. Coming through, though. The kick off the boot of Tom Wright is way offline and out on the full.
You just saw there, Breno, how worried the Blues defenders are. That was 3-on-1 there with Elijah Reardon, and you can see why. I reckon Mitch Thorpe would put a fair bit of time into him early in the week, and he's kicked too early, and they're very worried about him so far in this game of the Blues.
Indeed they are. Lonnie bring it out of defence. But the Tigers again are there to rebound. Coming through is Rees. Side 50, punched away. Launceston have it right on the boundary. They couldn't keep it in through Alec Wright. And boundary throwing. Yeah, look dangerous at the moment, the Tigers, that's for sure. There's some concerns in the Lonnie coach's box about particularly Elijah Reardon, as you say, Roz. Big thump down from Gronewegan. Can't get away cleanly here. The Blues umpire says play on. Surely now he'll ball it up, and they will.
And Canny, a bit stiff there in the back. So we know how experienced this Lonnie team is, but they've got a fair bit of youth in, which is really showing what a great club they are, their ability to breed from within. So the ball comes up to the wing now. Free man there is Brady Rees. He gives off to number 25 in Rahana. As Fletcher Seymour's tackled there, and we'll get a ball up. So he's come back in the lineup in the back half of the year. He missed the early part, Fletcher Seymour, but he's been really good since his return. Averaging 22.8. He goes there against Eddie Cole. Ball gets on the deck. Good handball out to Gronewegan. He kicks up the line to the coach in Mitch Thorpe. Big job today there for Ben Donnelly if he's a man with a task. Looking for Hines now. Good body work there by Jake Hines. He's going to give over the top to Michael Musica. He gives a handball away. He's got Brodie Smith there. I think that's gone through. It has. So the Blues get there first. Really good team play. The man that's kicked the goal is Brodie Powerfreeman. Really good work.
Incredible.
That was.
What a goal.
Really good work up the line there. It all started with the coach. And the Blues get there first.
Incredible stuff from Paul Freeman. He's been another one of these great players out of the Launceston Footy Club for a number of years now, and you just see the skill there on display to kick that goal and get his team their first of the afternoon. So the lead back to just 6 points now. Kingborough 13 playing Launceston 7. 2-1 to 1-7. Might be the kickstart the Blues need. So we restart in the middle. Tap down. Ball not going too far. We'll have another restart. As I said, a couple of other games on this afternoon. North Lonnie and Clarence at UTAS Stadium, and Glenorchy and Lauderdale down at Skybus Oval. Here's the milestone man from a few weeks ago, Jay Blackberry, now the TSL games record holder. And that ball is over the line. Grant Holt couldn't quite get it into his hands.
Good to see a few records broken this year, but I think obviously Blackberry, and then I think we had Alex Evie a couple of weeks ago. He hit
200.
Hit 200. I think Josh Arnold for Glenorchy's also coming up to a big milestone too. So
he wasn't too far behind Jay Blackberry. Josh Arnold, I think, missed a lot of footy too in recent times.
Yeah.
As Marcus Davies gets his own footy back there. A bit of time and space now to get it forward inside the centre square now. And the Tigers are on here. They get it to the paint of 50. Mark taken. I want to play on quickly here through Sorty. And now Lockie Clifford. Kick didn't work in his favour at all. Reardon, handball. The Blues have got numbers. Might be pushing the back, it wasn't. Umpire let it go, and now Paul Freeman. Can't quite get it out here, Launceston. And it will remain in the Tigers attacking 50 for a ball up.
We're pretty impressed with that forward line pressure there at Trent Bulmer in the coach's box. As I said, they're the number 2 team in the comp for tackles, and I think they're number 1 for midfield tackles. So they know what to do when they don't have the footy to the Tigers. As the ball comes out now. They've got the numbers here, the Tigers. Rees goes up. He gets the footy now. Might have been taken high. Play on, says the umpire. Kick's going to go inside 50 now. Drops just short, but it rolls in now. Reed is the man in front. He's got 3 for company. Does well there, does Elijah Reed, and will apply a bit of pressure. Will Campbell's got the footy now. Gives over to Donnelly. Cooper Sorty's there, so is Jay Blackberry. He comes away with it, but it goes straight down the throat of Marcus Davies. And we've got a quick reset in play now. Gardner's got the footy. Switches wide. Ooh. Mark not taken. Umpire thought against it. The man was Lockie Griggs. Good tap back there to Griggs. Sort of free man in the centre of the ground. Again, Mark not taken there by Rees. Can they do something here? Can the Tigers? They've had a fair bit of this footy. Comes off to the skipper in Clifford. Is he going to load up from the paint at 50? I think he is. Lockie Clifford. Doesn't go through, but I think a free kick might be paid on the goal line. It's going to go to Luke Graham. It is. So costly one there for the Blues. Luke Graham's the man with the footy.
He had some time and space there, didn't he?
He did, yeah. He probably could have ran another 2-3 metres in. So Luke Graham, you know what a goal kicker this man is for the Tigers. He opens up the angle and makes no mistake, does Luke Graham. He kicks the Tigers third as we're 15 minutes gone, and they are leading this game well and truly, the Tigers.
They get the reply they were after from one goal a couple of minutes ago through Paul Freeman. Graham gets it done. So the lead back out now to 2 goals. just the start the Tigers are after, as we said. Hung in earlier in the year against Launceston before the Blues powered away in the final term, so they'll be really happy with this start as we approach the 16-minute mark of the first quarter.
That'll probably be the big mindset thing. If they can be close again at three-quarter time, it'll be interesting to see in the fourth quarter if they can have a change the story this time.
Back in the middle, Hines. The Tigers get it. Cleverly pushed away though. Fletcher Seymour. Handball. Right on the paint of 50. No one's ball just yet. It goes to the boundary line. Fletcher Seymour there, of course. Over the Clarence Footy Club here in Hobart before heading up the highway to Launceston. Former cricketer too in the Tasmanian cricket system. So very good, talented sportsman. Here he is. Got the punch away before it got to Fletcher Seymour then. He's still lurking around. That big tackle there from Michael Musica. Ball up. Not too far from the Launceston goal here at the Twin Ovals. Earlier start this afternoon, as we said, 1 o'clock. Mitch Thorpe and Gardner go at it. Ball bounces out the back. Dangerous spot here. The Kingborough Tigers right in front of the Launceston goal. Can they get it out here, Launceston? Boot to the ball of Dowling.
Yep.
He's kicked a point though. So the margin now back to 11 points.
Both sides look very dangerous when they go inside 50. So both defences under an immense amount of pressure early in this contest. So Tigers bring this one out now through Blake McCulloch. He kicks to the far side of the ground looking for Gardner, but he's got 2 to beat there and he can't do it. Keeps it in play there, does a Launceston player. That was good work. But it's going to go straight down the throat of Ben Donnelly. So they'll reset now, the Tigers. Bring it again up to that far side of the ground wing. He's got 3 to beat there, can't do it. Luke Graham's there. He's got Gardner for support. Looks for Davies. Good mark taken there by the experienced head. Play on, says the umpire. Touch footy. We've got a ball up now. Good to see, as we said, Marcus Davies back in the lineup after completing his firefighter training earlier in the year. He's been a stalwart of this Tigers outfit for the last 3 or 4 years now.
And stuck with it through thick and thin too, hasn't he? There's been some tough times here at Tigerland, but they're starting to reap the benefits now as Mitch Thorpe takes a mark and plays on really quickly. The coach tries to centre the footy. Launceston, they miss out there. Tigers defenders do well. They get a second chance here though. Handball away. And out of danger just the Tigers now with the mark taken. The Blues attacking into the ground. They switch play now. The mark taken by Zach Adams. That kick, is it going to go to a teammate? It does. Work it forward through Bessel. And now Reardon. Beautiful day here at the Twin Ovals. Reardon's kick is intercepted in the end. So with that smother there, that's turned it back into the Tigers' favour. As Dragon kicks it forward. Mark not taken. Free kick though, probably for...
Yeah, he got collected over the shoulder there.
He did.
Bruno, so
the kick will be taken by Max College.
It's a really good play there from the Tigers. This shot on goal's all been set up by some really calm, cool, collected heads in defence there. So when you can work the footy from defence to attack like that, you get a shot on goal, you reap the rewards.
So Max College actually on the radio this morning with his uncle, Blair Brownless. And he comes. Father Lee, of course, synonymous with Tasmanian football. He wanders in. Max College, that one is right across the face. He's missed a lot there, Max College, and the Blues will get the ball back.
So a bit of wind about in trees there behind the goals, so maybe playing with the conditions a little bit down here at the Twins. So footy comes out now in the back defence for the Blues. Kick out to Groenewegen, can't take the mark. Davey tries to collect, but he falls over. So footy's going to go out of bounds now. So Tigers are going to look to drive this one back inside 50 through Rees. As the umpire tells him to come up a bit, reset. So what's Brady Rees going to do with this footy? Looks like he's going to drive it up the line. He brings in the angle. Good play here. Numbers there for the Tigers. Good bit of play on the ground by Sam Dygan. He kicks inside 50 now. Luke Graham's there, goes over his head. He's got some company now. He's got a teammate there. Good play there by number 33 and Tommy Wright. Tries a tackle there. Comes out to Eddie Cole. Can't take clean possession. But he mops up there, Ed Cole. What can he do with a footy? That's going to be special if it goes through, but it hasn't. So one behind there to the Tigers.
Great to see Eddie Cole back in Tasmanian footy.
He's had a really good year.
He has, absolutely. It's been a great inclusion to this Tigers team that lost a bit of talent over the off-season, but look at this from Hines. Look at the speed. Look at the pace from Jake Hines. Still running after it. Not going to give up on this footy and eventually gets it. He's dragged down though, and the ball's over the boundary line, but got some pace, hasn't he? Another one for Launceston.
See why he's at the top of the leaderboard in the RACT Player of the Year votes.
No doubt.
Terrific year. I think he started the year in a couple of 3 or 4 best on grounds in a row. So he's had a terrific year, Jake Hines.
Punched away by Mitch Thorpe. Didn't go too far though, before it's wrapped up again. We're ticked into time on here at the Twin Ovals in the opening quarter of Saturday afternoon TSL. Round 16 it is. Closer to finals by the week as umpires paid a free kick to Kingborough here.
Mitch Thorpe, I think.
And end up with the footy. It's Cooper Sorty. Decides to go short. Gets it off to Griggs, who works it forward to Will Campbell. Soup. Gets it right in the middle here to Marcus Davies, and he's crying for someone running over the mark. Anyway, it goes inside 50. And the ball's controlled, is it? Riley Ashland was trying his best, but ends up being wrapped up for a ball up.
Gardner might have got hands on it first there and he's come through. Riley Ashland on the end, but it was a good bit of play there from the Tigers. To their experienced heads in Campbell and Davies getting that one forward. As Gardner wins the tap down. Will Campbell's there. Can he get it on the boot? He can't. Seymour's got him for company. Graham's there. Tackled immediately there though by Josh Woolley. So another throw up, I should say, deep in the attack for the Tigers.
Goals at a premium, Robs, this quarter.
They are. We like goals. We'd like to see one more. Will we see it there from Graham? We won't. Can they get one, sneak one in? They might actually kick one. They have Luke Graham. So Luke Graham kicks the Tigers fourth. There's a bit of push and shove post there with Fletcher Seymour. Lockie Clifford comes in, the skipper, letting them know that this might be their day, the Tigers. They lead this one at the minute, 4-2-26 to 1-2-8. And it's been the usual heads up forward for the Tigers in Luke Graham and Elijah Reardon that have hit the scoreboard.
There's probably a few concerns when Tyler Carter went down at the start of the year, but they've covered him beautifully, the Tigers, and we've seen today spread of goal kickers so far, 2 each to Reardon and Graham.
Yeah, obviously you'd love to have him out there, but I think you could see the confidence Trent Bulmer had in the, I guess, the process and the squad that they've got, and the want and the will from everyone to really buy into the process. So you could tell that even though they want him out there, they know that they can cover Tyler Carter pretty well in that forward 50.
The Tigers work it forward again. Campbell. They get another one here before quarter time and really get a handy lead going into the first change. Here's Campbell, throws it on the boot, goes to the top of the square, punched away. Someone in black and yellow pick it up. Monty defenders do well. They work it out away from danger. Ball heads to the wing, nobody there to collect it. It's a foot race. Ends up with the Tigers though. Big tackle from behind. But now Clifford just took his time and decides to go backwards. Really smart play and gets it to Griggs. Griggs goes short. And now Eddie Cole again.
Just want to control this footy now, Tigers. If they can get another one, it's handy, but they're in control in this contest. They don't want the Blues to get one late goal here.
No, they don't. Exactly right. That kick is going to go out of bounds for a boundary throw-in. 24 minutes gone. And it's the Tigers leading this one by 3 goals.
It's been all the Tigers from the opening bounce. Kicked the first one pretty early in this first quarter. So can they come away with a handy lead at quarter time? They don't want the Blues to kick another one. As Eddie Cole might have been taken high there. Play on, says the umpire. Blackberry gets a kick out. Good pressure there from the Tigers midfield as the ball trickles out of bounds. So a few goals kicked means we'll have a little bit of time on here. As we said, 4-2-26 plays 1-2-8. Top 4 clash. Round 16 TSL. Game of the round here on the live stream. Thorpe goes up, man in front, wins that one down, collects his own footy, gives off to Seymour. He jumps over an opponent.
Jump.
Gives out to a teammate, goes back to Seymour. He gets his kick away now. Kicks inside 50, looks for Hines. Doesn't play in front though. Cole's there. He gets bowled over by the big man in Thorpe. Comes out to the Tigers now. Can they clear this footy out of defence? They can. They look really composed in defence so far. Mark not taken there by number 29 in Bowen Pearce. Comes out to Alec Wright. He's tackled there by Max College. And we'll get another ball up.
Won't be too much longer left in this opening term. As you see, Tigers player there down at his haunches. It's keeper Sorty. Music cut. Blackberry's there as well. But the Tigers can't quite get it. And another boundary throw in.
A little bit on here, Bruno. Not happy with
there's
that
a
attention.
bit of niggle, isn't there, in this one? Right in front of the interchange benches there.
It's a pretty important clash for both sides. Top 4 contest.
Yeah, you're right. There's a lot riding on this one as Seymour works it forward. Great mark. It's going to be paid. I think it is. To Liam Canny, the young man. Goes to the top of the square. Mark not taken. Tigers, can they get it out of danger? Blues get boot to ball, only for a behind. Down at the team sheets here, Ros, and I see some of these years of birth. I think we said this last time we called together, but
makes you a little bit old.
There's a 2005 on there, and there's a 2004 and a few 2003s.
05 makes even me feel old, Bruno. So I can't imagine how you feel. You feel very, very old. As the footy comes back out now, Thorpe with the spoil against Gardner. Good tackle there by Miller Hodge. This ball just goes up. Could have been a throw there. Play on, says the umpire. Footy comes out now. Reardon's there. He just slips over his own feet there. There's Elijah Reardon. They're going to mop up here, the Blues. Seymour's there. He's got players for company, but he elects to go himself. Kicks inside 50. All the Tigers in front there. Jake Hines is there, though, for the Blues. He does well there. Does Jake Hines. And we'll get a ball up. We approach the 28-minute mark. A long first quarter here at the Twins. As I say that, the siren goes spot on 28 minutes. So it's been all the Tigers early in this game. They currently lead it 26-9. Brent Costello, Trent Boomler will be pretty happy at the quarter-time break.
Yeah, really happy to keep them to one goal in the opening term. Fantastic start, and have a couple of their key forwards too, getting on the scoreboard early for their confidence for the rest of the game is really, really good for the Tigers. And we've said it a couple of times now, Ros, that this game went down to the wire last time until the Lonnie Blues kicked away in the last term. So they'd love a big lead heading into half-time, so an important second quarter coming up as well. Yeah,
I think they'd be pretty happy with the defensive efforts from their back six. The footy's been down there a fair bit, and to be able to limit Launceston to one goal, I think we saw that shot on goal from College late in that contest. They're able to work the footy up from defensive back six up to the forward line. So I reckon the message from Trent Bull will be for the defenders to keep composed and let the forwards and the midfielders do the work up the ground, and that'll go a long way in helping them win this game of footy.
Absolutely. We'll take a short break here on the live stream and bring you quarter number 2 very soon. Welcome back to the Twin Ovals here in beautiful Kingston, southern Tasmania. We are here for this round 16 Tasmanian State League clash between the home team, the Kingborough Tigers, and Launceston Blues, who have come down the highway this morning. 26 plays 9 at quarter time after a really nice start from Kingborough. Brent Costello with you, bringing you this one alongside Ryan Rosendale. Ros, what do you make of the first quarter?
Yeah, made it that the Tigers have really come out to play today, Bruno. I thought it was all Kingborough from the opening bounce, and although Lonnie were able to get themselves back in the game slightly late in that quarter, the Tigers really able to settle themselves in defence, and their ball movement inside 50 was really good. It allowed guys like, as we said, Luke Graham and Elijah Reardon hit the scoreboard. So if they can replicate that in the second quarter, they might just extend this lead.
We'll wait and see as we get underway here for quarter number 2. Big punch from Marcus Gardner. Seymour had plenty of it in that first term.
Good tackle there from Bessel.
Yeah, saw plenty of the ball in turn. Fletcher Seymour, really talented player. Thorpe and Gardner go at it. Spills out the back. Launceston turn the footy over. As far as Campbell, though, who falls on top of it. Tunnels it out. It's wrapped up again, though. Plenty of stoppages early in this game. Another one here. It goes. The back, Seymour again tries to work it out, but another ball up.
Had that breakout year, as we said, Fletcher Seymour. After I think he went down to Lonnie for studies, so it's good to see him back out in the lineup in the early part of this year. As the footy comes out now, Tigers going to mop up here. Comes out, good mark taken there by Tom Wright. He plays on immediately. So kick inside 50 now. Goes over the head of the man he was looking for. Luke Graham's there. Applies some good pressure there. And the Tigers work out something here, or will Lonnie clear this footy out of defence? As that goes off the boot of Max College. It's going to be a boundary throw in, just on the pain of 50 for the Tigers. 4-2-26, plays 1-3-9. Lonnie, the most prominent team in the comp for scoring. They average 17 goals a game, so you can imagine they won't sit on this low score for too long. You know, the class and the talent they've got forward of the footy, especially with the coach Mitch Thorpe back in the lineup. They get a reset now and a boundary throw in. Gardner wins that one down, straight down the throat of Griggs. He kicks forward, but it's all Launceston there. Mopped up there by number 10 in Boyd. He drives wide now. Looks for a teammate, goes over his head. Graham's there for the Tigers. Tries to keep that in, but he can't. Get another boundary throw in.
Jacob Boyd too, missed a bit of footy this year. Good player for Launceston. I think he had the team of the year last year.
Yep.
So they'd love having him back out there as well for the back half of the season. Ball comes back in. Gardner had it all to himself on that occasion. Ball again out of bounds.
And umpire getting the K's in the leagues today, that's for sure.
Absolutely. 17-point margin here. We'll just see a few spectators in for this one. Big game for both teams, as we said earlier. Gardner. Now Paul Freeman. And Launceston work it forward. Only as far as the boundary again.
As you said pre-game, Bruno, loss of Dylan Riley last week, but it was good to see. Obviously, he went down in the first quarter against North Lonnie, and you think that would have taken a fair bit out of their sails, but it was good to see the composure and, I guess, the level-headedness and the maturity of the group that they were able to come out against a really good opponent and perform the way they did. So even though they've lost who's likely to be the Hudson medalist, we know how composed and mature this side is. Premiers from last season.
Such a good program they run, isn't it? There's plenty of depth. They've managed to blood a few debutants this year, not quite as many as their crosstown rival North Launceston. I think we're up to about 17 for this season,
crazy,
which is remarkable.
Do that and still sit second on the ladder.
It is. Just goes to show what quality programs are run out of the North. And Mitch Thorpe had some interesting comments to say about the Southern clubs a week or so ago, and some of their fitness levels.
I was about to mention that. Yeah, it was very interesting, and I think the opposition coach today, Trent Bulmer, spoke about that on Thursday at the presser, and he just said that all they can really worry about down south is themselves, and you can see this year, I'm pretty sure the program the Tigers have put in over the off-season has work wonders for them this year. They're sitting pretty comfortably in that top 4, and we know the praise that Mitch Thorpe has heaped on the program of the Tigers. So I think there's a fair bit of respect for both these sides either way. No matter what is said during the week, they've got respect when it comes to the footy field, that's for sure. So the ball comes back in now.
Well short of the two ruckman there.
Not a great boundary throw in there for the big men. So footy comes up now. And in front, Musica can't take the mark, but he recovers well there. Gives a handball out. Seymour runs past now. Not a clean footy, can't pick that one up. Comes in out of the Tigers. Rees gets it. Gives off to a teammate in Davies. He gives to a teammate. Might have been high there. Umpire says play on. Bessel was the man tackle with the footy. Musica's the man doing the tackling. So another throw up here as we tick into the 5-minute mark in the second quarter. Gardner wins that one down. Looks for Clifford, his skipper. Comes out now to Zach Adams. Gets his kick away before it goes out of bounds. Good handball there. Comes out to Jacob Boyd. He kicks away up the line. Again, punch over the boundary line for a throw in.
Too many highlights here at the moment, Roz.
No, it's a very tight and contested game of footy.
Very stop-starty.
We did think it would be this kind of clash early in this game and pre-game. I mean, we know both these sides, as we said, top 4 sides, and shaping up pretty well for finals. The last regular season meeting, but they might be a chance of seeing each other again in the back half of the year come finals time.
You'd think that'd be the case at the moment, wouldn't you? They'd meet somewhere along the line.
Yep.
Up it goes. It's Gardner and Thorpe again. And a duel since the start of the game, of course. And again, out of bounce. Bradcock Goodyear's milestone game in the North today. He's been a good player in the Tasmanian State League.
The Water Boys this morning, Renee?
We did, yeah. Good to have him on. And very humble operator, of course. But interesting comments when he said during the paper, in the paper during the week too, that had he have pushed himself that little bit harder, he might have made it to the AFL level. And no regrets, of course, but he's achieved a lot here, of course. It would have been good to see how he went at the highest level, wouldn't it, on the mainland if he got there?
Kicked 8 goals in the granny in, I want to say 2017. But it was definitely one of those, in the three-peat year, he kicked 8 goals out of the midfield and won the Darryl Baldock medal. So he's an absolute freak, Brad Cox-Goodyear. Resume
to die for, as I said this morning. Some of these players that can only dream of a resume of the likes of Brad Cox-Goodyear. As high tackle being paid here.
Might have been holding the ball in the end.
So Lonnie went up with it regardless. And Jacob Boyd, who we mentioned earlier, has the footy. But to see a goal kicked in this second term, with 7 minutes gone now. Ball goes to the wing. Tigers end up with the footy. Goes back into attack for the yellow and black as the player there in Max College wheels around and just offline. That would have been a fantastic goal for the Tigers to really increase that lead some more, as Lonnie wastes no time playing on here out of defence. Ball picked up now. Umpire's blowing the whistle though. And 50 maybe?
It might be free kick to the Blues, it is.
They might have got away with that. There the Tigers. Cries for 50 from the opposition players from Launceston, but in the end it ends up with Casey Brown. He got an offer here. He's told to hurry up in the end and decides to go towards the pocket. Punched away though, and again dribbled out of bounds for a boundary throw-in.
So 8 minutes gone here in the second quarter. We've had definitely more boundary throw-ins and goals today. No question about that. So 4-3-27 plays 1-3-9. An even 3-goal margin here for the Tigers early in the second quarter. Footy comes in now. Eddie Cole's got it. Tries to give over. Holtz there for the Blues. Might have been taken high there by Adams. Play on, says the umpire. Music is on the bottom of that pack with a footy. As Davies jumps on him. So deepest it's been so far in this term for the Blues. Can they reap the rewards of that and get this footy inside 50? So Tigers are going to repel here. Good tackle there by Jake Smith. He's another one of these players that Hugh Mitch talk about pretty regularly. Another unsung hero of this Blues outfit. Gonna Wigan and Gardner go up. Gardner wins that one down, straight down to Luke Campbell. It's all Alec right here for the Blues. Tigers gather here with the numbers well. Comes out to Holt. He kicks forward. It's gone straight down the throat of Zach Adams. So what can he do with the footy now? He's going to put this one in the centre of the ground. He's got Tom Wright for company. Slows his footy down now. You can see Luke Graham lurking inside 50. Same with Elijah Reardon. He's going to go up for a fly here. Reardon, he can't take the mark. Good tackle there by Cole. Might have been a throw there. Comes out to Sam Dygan. The whistle's blown. I think it might have been in the back to Dygan. It is. So we're going to get our first shot on goal here in the second quarter through Dygan.
Nice work from the Tigers. Just to increase the lead to 4 goals. So really creating a nice buffer if he can be successful here, Dygan.
Come back from injury in the last few weeks, Sammy Dygan. So good to see him back out there. He's got a bit of mummy-like tape on that knee though. So Sam Dygan comes in now. Can he put this one through for the Tigers? I think he has, Sammy Dygan. He does. He extends that lead to 4 goals, and it's all the Tigers down to the Twins.
Certainly is at the moment. Some real headaches being caused here for the Launceston coaching staff. And Mitch Thorpe used to being on the sidelines this year. He's out there today. So assistant coaches will be working overtime in the box at the moment. But yeah, great start here from the Tigers. They need to maintain this lead now, though. 5-1 to 3-3.
I think the big thing this year, just watching from afar with the Tigers, is just the self-belief within the group. I think they always feel like they're in games even if they are the 3 or 4 goals down. So when they can get a good lead like this, I feel like it just ups that self-belief, especially early in a contest. So,
and you had to wonder how they were going to go this year without the likes of Kieran Lovell and Mackenzie Willis, who came in late last year. Yeah, they've done beautifully so far.
I think there was questions asked, but when you bring a guy like Eddie Cole, and obviously you can't cover that loss of Kieran Lovell, but he's been really impressive, and I think Lockie Clifford stepped his game up immensely this year as he's taken on that captaincy tag.
Done well here, the Tigers. Davies now moves it forward.
Good mark.
Umpire's going to pay that. So Luke Graham kicked a couple of goals so far this game. Goes inside 50. College just tunnels it backwards. Chance again now here on goal, but they couldn't quite get it to boot there. Launceston work it to Seymour, and that goes to the boundary line. They just handle the pressure really well here at the moment, aren't they, the Tigers?
Yep.
That goes down to the defensive end of the ground. Spoke about that earlier. Defenders really standing up.
And they've missed really like 2 of their key defenders for the last 3 or 4 years have been the former skipper in Rice, and Davies back out there today, so they've had a fair bit of improvement in that back half of the ground this year, the Tigers.
Good mark taken there. Jack Tuttle. Time to just slow things down here for Launceston and assess how they're going to get this ball. Hopefully through the sticks at the other end. They need a goal here. The reigning premiers, that's for sure. As the Tigers work it inside again. 2-on-2 contest. It's smacked away though, and we'll have a ball in right in the pocket here for the Tigers. 33 players down. We've gone 13 minutes in this second term. If you're enjoying the coverage on Saturday afternoon, TSL, wherever you're watching, anywhere in the world. That's the beauty of this live stream, Roz. You can get us anywhere.
Get us anywhere.
Cody Thorpe, a little tap at
even Antarctica, I'm guessing.
Well,
if you got Wi-Fi, you've got us somewhere.
Please comment on the page YouTube. If you're watching from Antarctica, send us a message, please.
It's the most obscure location I could come up with off the top of my head, so
I'd be staggered if we had a view in Antarctica.
I'd be
you never know.
Very surprised.
Here's a chance now for the Tigers. They look at goal through Campbell. It's travelling towards nicely and straight through. And they've got another one, and the lead now is a big one. 30 points here at the Twin Ovals.
Spot on, Breno. It is a very big one here for the Tigers, and that was terrific play there from the man they call Soup. Obviously missed a fair chunk of footy in the last couple of years with that. I think he had a knee injury, so good to see him back out there. And as I said, he's been probably along with Marcus Davies, he's been a stalwart of this Tigers outfit since coming across from Hobart City all those years ago. So good to see him in some good form this year, Will Campbell, averaging 18.2 disposals and 6.5 tackles a game. So he's got himself on the scoreboard today. As you said, it's a 30-point lead now to the Tigers, and danger signs early for the Blues.
Absolutely. Just get it again here. Yellow and black, but coming through was Hines. Handball's off. And now Grant Holt pops it inside. Plenty of Tigers there, though. Ends up in the hands of the Blues. Dowling goes to the square and punched through.
Good play there by Adams.
First real look at it for a while, isn't it, for Launceston? They've been nowhere near their goal this second term.
Definitely the deepest they've been. Comes out to Clifford now. He's got a paddock to run into. Does a skip up. Looking for Reardon. He's not in front though. Good play there by Alec Wright. He plays on immediately. Gives a quick kick down. Looking for Seymour. Can't get to him. Gives a handball off now. Tries to get to Seymour. Might have been taken high there, Josh Woolley. Play on, says the umpire. Ball up now. So again, footy inside 50 now for the Blues. Hasn't been down there a lot this quarter. Can they work something through the big sticks here? Music has got Davies for company. Dowling tries to help out his teammate, but the umpire's blown the whistle again. Get another ball up just in front of the scoreboard here at the Twin Ovals. Scoreboard that doesn't read too nice if you're a Launceston supporter. Gronewegan gets a handball out to Casey Brown. His kick's been smothered. Clifford gets a kick away now for the Tigers. That ball's going to go out of bounds for a boundary throw in. So Elijah Reardon and Luke Graham have hit the scoreboard twice for Tigers. Sammy Dygan with the one, while Brody Powerfleeman, the lone soldier, with a goal for the Blues.
Ball back in, goes to nobody. Tigers end up with it. They throw it on the boot to go back into attack. Bouncing, offline. Would have been an incredible goal. Had it gone through the right slot. 6-1 plays 4-4. 7 shots to 8.
Right now, brings this one out. Short kick, gives off to Tuthill. Tries to get around Graham. Does it just. He gets a kick out to Hines on the wing. So he was lively early in the first quarter, Jake Hines. The one they look to for a lift late in this game. Comes out to Brendan Taylor. He kicks forward. Good mark taken, and the umpire's paid it to Cody Thorpe. So he'll get his first look at goal on the day. He's had a really good year, Cody Thorpe. He's been in and out of the side through injury and suspension, but he's been pretty serviceable so far in 2021 as the brother of the coach.
So I have to correct myself, Roz. It's in fact 10 shots to 5. Don't know where I got that from a moment ago. I was looking at the screen.
Oh, sweet. So, and now Cody Thorpe comes in. Can he put the Blues, second of the day, through the big sticks? He can't. It's fallen short. Still in, but good kick off the ground there by the youngster in Liam Canny. So,
Canny? Yes,
Canny.
He could.
Canny.
Little dad joke there for you, Ryan.
Yep. Nah. Awesome. Good one there, Breno. I like that. So, not as good as the goal there from Brent Costello in the box, but the Blues never more get their second goal of the game. So, 6-4-40 to 2-4-16. Good to see some of the youngsters for the Blues getting themselves on the scoreboard. Liam Canny with the goal there. Braden Pitchner was the man last week at the kick 6 in the absence of Dylan Riley in that first quarter. So he might be another one the Blues can look to in the later stage of this game to get them on the scoreboard, and hopefully, if you're a Blues supporter, closer to the Tigers than they are right now.
Yeah, back to 24-point margin as we approach time on in the second term. Hines dives onto the footy, can't quite cleanly get it out, does in the end. Still inside the centre square here. Lonnie get boot to ball again. Is this their moment where they're going to try and get themselves back into this game? Dowling was interfered with, was he?
It was free kick for a hold.
Yep, he'll get the footy back, Dowling. Wants to drive it long, waste no time. Dowling goes inside 50. Who's there to collect? Still a chance here for Launceston. The Tigers try and work it out now. Ball ends up in the hands of Alec Wright. Has a look at goal, Alec Wright. And here they come. The Launceston Blues are back in town. Couple of goals in a couple of minutes.
Yeah, really good play there from the Blues. Alec Wright is a man that's played a fair bit of his footy forward in the last few years in the TSL, but he shifted back in over the last 12 to 18 months, and he's really played well in the defensive half, but he's crept forward there and kicked an important goal for the Blues and brings it back to 6-4-40 to 3-4-22. So a couple of late goals here before we hit time on in the second quarter will be pretty pleasing for Coach Mitch Thorpe. We know what an experienced lineup they are. They're never out of a game, no matter how far behind they are, the Blues. That's why they're the reigning premiers.
This is up to the Tigers now to respond, isn't it?
It is.
Pressure's on. Reigning premiers are coming. What can the Tigers have? Back over to you, boys. Up it goes. We'll call that one back. Yeah, they're never going to say die at the Lonnie Footy Club. There's no doubt about that. But they'd love another one here, the Tigers, just to break the momentum as we approach, or in now too.
That's why he's the number one tackler in the comp, Eddie Cole. Terrific tackle there on Fletcher Seymour. Just to collect his own footy. No help from Seymour.
No, none at all. Here's Cole. Great player, as you mentioned earlier. He pops it inside 50. Pack forms. Out the back door, the Tigers get it. Still a chance here for College. He throws it on the boot. Interfered with, though. It was the kick. Still a chance, though. College goes again. Ball goes to ground. Players dive all over it. We'll have a ball up at 45 metres out from the Tigers' goal. 18-point margin. 3 goals. 20 and 3/4 minutes gone. Second term. TSL on a Saturday afternoon. Hines. And now Tigers again through Dygan. Kicked the goal earlier in the game. Ashland got it away. Still coming here, the Tigers. Kick to Reardon, and the mark's paid. So Elijah Reardon plays on quickly. Puts his teammate under pressure, but had no choice. Launceston trying to work it out now. And that might be a high tackle. Umpire let it go. A little let off there for Launceston, and another ball up.
He stiffed there a minute ago, Reardon. I think he didn't know if it was a 15-metre kick or not, so he went to play on, and the umpire, before he'd blown his whistle for the mark, had told him he'd already played on. So stiff there, Elijah Reardon.
Put himself into the ruck here too, Reardon.
Comes out to Cole. He tackles Seymour again. Those two have been battling all game. Comes out to Reardon now. He gets a kick around the body. Good mark taken there by Luke Graham. It's going to be paid by the umpire. I think it is. So kick one at the opposite end of the ground from this angle in the first quarter, the first of the game, in fact. So can Luke Graham do it again and kick his third? You know, what a star he's been. He's a pretty important player, but he's become much more important since the loss of Tyler Carter a number of weeks ago down here at the Twins. Send him our well wishes, hoping he's going well with his recovery. If Luke Graham can kick this, he'll be smiling from ear to ear. Luke Graham around the corner. He is a star, Luke Graham. He's put that through the big sticks, and that's the response the Tigers needed after 2 Blues goals.
What a lovely kick from Luke Graham.
Never looked like
magnificent goal. We're right behind that, obviously, here in the commentary box, and it didn't look like missing. Looked confident as he went back, and that's his third of the afternoon, Luke Graham. So, yeah, playing beautifully, and that's the response the Tigers are after, just gives them that little buffer as we approach half-time.
Most players had too probably come around on that angle to bring themselves in and get a better look at it, but he stayed in the one spot and just kicked it, snap around the body, and straight through the big sticks. Luke Graham, he kicks his third of the day. Yeah,
just the response they're after. Back out now to a 4-goal lead. So eases the pressure a little bit. They want to maintain a buffer if they can, the Tigers. So if Bonnie do come again, they've got some breathing space. Another ball up here. 23 minutes gone, second term. Gardner and Thorpe in a battle all day. And now Fletcher Seymour goes inside 50. Over the head of Thorpe, but Thorpe might get the footy back here. Tigers got to it. Thorpe has the arms out, asking the umpire.
You have to think he's probably going to play the last 4 or 5 games of the season, just so he can get that continuity in his body and lead up the finals, because there's no doubt a guy of Mitch Thorpe's calibre is pretty handy coming into the back half of the year.
Absolutely. And it comes, wins it down, Thorpe, cleverly done. Music up. Couldn't quite get it under his spell, and it goes to ground again. The umpire will have it. Marcus Davies there on screen.
He's got a pretty bright future too. You listen to the way he speaks about Tassie footy, Mitch Thorpe. I think he's pretty invested in football down here, so after his playing days are over, there's no doubt he's got a pretty bright future in coaching.
Oh, Fletcher Seymour was bursting through. They are on then Launceston, but the Tigers do well to get it out of danger. Only for the moment, though. Big tackle from behind. Umpire let it go. Ball still alive. Whistle was blown in the end. Yeah, you see him going places with his coach. He can't Image Thorpe. He's obviously won a premiership at Launceston. Won at South Launceston, of course, back in 2013 in the TSL. Tigers have the footy here now. Max College been busy in this game, trying to find an option. Decides to go and centre the footy in the end. Oh, big tackle from behind, running down. Nice work from Launceston. Handball over the top. Jake Smith did well there, didn't he? Here he gets the footy back again. Inside 50. Who's going to mark it? At the back, here's Thorpe. Handball's off. Powell Freeman. And now he gets it back again. And that is a wonderful goal from James Dowling. And Launceston get the quick reply thereafter.
Every Launceston player should be getting around that man in Jake Smith. That was a terrific tackle on Eddie Cole, which set up that goal. So good to see the coach there involved with the handball. But yeah, Jake Smith was the man that set that goal up for the Blues.
Dowling finishing it off nicely. And that cuts the margin back to 3 goals. So entertaining game, this one. Been a bit stop-starty, but it's really picked up in the last 10 to 15 minutes, hasn't it, Roz?
It has. Yep, we like it. We thought it would be a pretty tight contest coming into the day. As we said, 2 top 4 teams. So this was definitely the clash of the round. Round 16 TSL action on the live stream. So pretty entertaining contest so far down here at the Twins on a cold Saturday in Hobart. As Gardner and Thorpe go up. Seymour wins that footy down once it hits the deck. Gardner's there though, he mops up. Gives off to a teammate, he drives forward. Boyd and Campbell are there contesting. Umpire's blown his whistle though. I think it's going to be against Will Campbell on this occasion, it is. So Jacob Boyd's the man with the footy. Short kick into the centre of the ground now to Alec Wright. He plays on in front of Reardon. He sort of kick out now, looking for a teammate there in Dowling. Good mark taken, plays on immediately, no man on the mark. Kicks inside 50. What's he got inside 50? Thorpe's there for the Blues. Apply some pressure. Davies is there for the Tigers, but it's all numbers with the Blues. Musica, he's got the footy. What's he going to do with it? Gives around to number 17 in Taylor. He drives towards goal. Brennan Taylor, he's put that one through. And Lonnie are coming with some steam. 7-4-46, the Tigers plays 5-4-34 Lonnie, and we're back to 2 goals.
Yeah, that buffer's now gone, isn't it? The little one there now, 12 points, but they would have liked a couple more goals heading into half-time, the Tigers. A couple more goal lead, I should say. But nevertheless, they're still in the lead, Kingborough, but not the way they wanted to finish the quarter.
No, they'd be junk time goals, red time goals, I should say. Probably are a coach killer, so Trent Pullman wouldn't be too happy with them, but all in all, fair to say, he'd be pretty happy with their start in this game, but if they can get sneak one more late here, just extend that margin back to 18 points, it'll be pretty beneficial for them, but it's going to go inside 50 now for the Blues. Taylor's there. Again. He's got Reeves for company. Good handball there, gives off to Dygan. He kicks out to the wing. 2-on-2 here. Who's going to win this footy? Gronewegen's there for the Blues. Good work there. He lets him know about it, does Jake Smith.
Smith and Riley Ashton, something a bit to say to each other.
So 28 minutes gone, ticked over into 28 minutes now. Another long quarter here. So footy comes back in. Cody Thorpe wins that down, takes his own footy out of the ruck. He kicks inside 50. His music is there, so's Thorpe. I think it's going to be a free kick to Marcus Davies, it is. So what's Mitch Thorpe going to do here? He just waits, he thinks about that one. He thought, no, I'm not going to touch that footy and give it to you. So smart there from the coach. Thought he was going to disguise that with a do-up with a shoelace or something of that calibre. As the footy comes out of the Tigers. Almost cut off there by Blackberry. But Donnelly mops up for the Tigers. He's got a spare man out here in number 25 in Rahina. They've butchered that last name all game. I see Brent Costello laugh in the commentary box next to me.
Never laugh.
No,
that, right?
You put me off there, Breno. If you want to...
Free kick here to College anyway, by the look of things, which would be a very handy goal if you can stop this before half-time. Make that lead back out to 3 goals. It's been lively at times through this game, Max College. Watch his teammates get around him if he can kick this one, though. Almost 30 minutes gone. Max College comes in and misses to the left. So, lead now. Here's 13 points. Does Lonnie bring it back in through Alec Wright. Kicked the goal earlier, of course. And now Jacob Boyd. Nice fly for the footy. Tigers end up with it. 2-on-1 in the end. All up. Can't be too long left in this second term. Beautiful afternoon for TSL footy. And we've got a good one on our hands here. Tigers, the home team, leading it at the moment. And they get one more, sneak one more before half-time. Just overshot it there, and there is the half-time siren. So Marcus Davies, you can see there, pretty frustrated as he throws the ball down, but Kingborough still hold the lead at the long break. 47 plays, 34. So although they've got a couple of junk time goals there at the Blues, Trent Bormala has got his team up and firing this afternoon. If you have a quick look at the goal kickers, 3 to Luke Graham, 2 to Elijah Reardon, and 1 each to Sam Dygan and Will Campbell for the Tigers. And for Launceston, 4 individual goal kickers. Liam Canny, Brody Palfreyman, James Dowling and Alec Wright. And I'm probably missing one there too. Brian?
Liam Canny.
Got him.
James Dowling. Brendan Taylor, I think some man you
Brendan
missed.
Taylor is the one I missed.
There
you go. But entertaining game nonetheless. And a big second half coming up for both teams.
Yeah, I think Coach Mitch Thorpe will be pretty impressed with the response from his group in that second quarter. Fair to say they controlled the majority of that game. So it's been a tale of 2 quarters here at the Twins. Tigers controlling the first, Lonnie controlling the second. So what will happen when we kick off action in the third, I'm guessing if Tigers can hold steady, it'll be danger signs considering in round 10 they were close at 3/4 time and Lonnie were able to run away with the game. So if the Tigers can take the confidence they've built in this first half into the second half, it might be a repeat, not a repeat of history I should say. They should be able to turn the corner and they might get their biggest scalp of the year so far.
We'll find out in about 20 minutes time when we come back with the second half here on the live stream. Hope you can join us then. Welcome back to the Twin Ovals here in beautiful Kingston, where the home team, the Tigers, have made a really good start to this game against Launceston at half-time. They lead it at the major break. And it's Brent Costello with you alongside Ryan Rosendale. It was an entertaining first half, Ros.
It was, Breno. We thought it would be a really good game, and that's what we've been treated to here in the first half of the Twins. As you said, 7-5, 47. The Tigers placed 5-4, 34 Lonnie, and it's probably a tale of two quarters, as I said before the break. It was all the Tigers in the early stages of the first, and then Lonnie came out, especially in the time on in that second quarter. They were able to kick 3 or 4 goals late, and it'd be a danger sign for Trent Bull. I'm sure we would have spoken about it at the break, but if the Tigers can come out and replicate their opening first quarter, the first probably 5 or 10 minutes that they had in that first quarter here in the third, they'll take a bucket load of confidence into three-quarter time, and if they can hold on here, it'd be one of the upsets of the season so far.
Absolutely would be. Lonnie taking everything before them this season. But this would be a huge win, especially on the eve of finals too, for the Tigers' confidence, knowing they can knock off the best team in the state at the moment. As we get underway in the Premiership quarter number 3 here at the Twin Ovals. Who will come out on top in this crunch clash this afternoon? Other games around the state have started too. We'll bring you those scores shortly. North Launceston and Clarence in Brad Cox Goodyear's 200th game, and Lauderdale and Glenorchy has a big tackle there from Fletcher Seymour on Will Campbell.
It's probably been their best today so far, Seymour.
He's been everywhere, hasn't he? So classy. Love watching him go about it. Fletcher Seymour, he drives this one inside 50. Out the back is Hines. He's dragged down by Marcus Davies in a big tackle. He's right, Ros. Another ball up here in a danger spot for the Tigers defenders, who have been really good this afternoon, it's fair to say. Thorpe in the ruck. And now Music is lurking. Tigers defenders do well again though. Not quite out of danger yet, but Campbell just sockers it off the ground. The Lonnie Footy Club will turn it over here once more. They work it forward. Here's Palfreyman. And out of bounds, boundary throw-in.
We've seen much of Jay Blackberry today. He's one that definitely they'd want to lift out of in this third quarter.
That's a good call, yeah.
We know what a star he's been. As we said, him and Jake Hines, along with Jay Foon from North Lonnie, sitting pretty tight at the top of the RACT Player of the Year leaderboard. So look for Jay Blackberry to get himself involved in the third quarter here, as the Blues bring this one inside 50 now. Music is over the back, can't get to him. Comes out though to number 33 in Braden Pritchner. He kicks forward. Good work here by the Tigers through Lockie Griggs. They get it out. Graham and Tuthill in a race to the footy now. Bounces in kind of Tuthill, but he does well there. Gets a second one. Gives over to Alec Wright. He's got Reardon for company. Good tackle by Elijah Reardon. Comes back to Alec Wright. But Brady Reeves is going to mop up on the paint of 50 for the Tigers. He's got a couple out on the wing. Elects not to go there. He's going to drive further up the ground now. He's got Luke Graham there. Spoil over the back from a teammate in college as the ball goes out of bounds. So 2 minutes gone here in the third quarter. Good to see a crowd in here today at the Twins. Pretty cold day down here in Hobart, so good to see the people of Hobart turning out for a top 4 TSL round 16 clash. So footy comes in now. Thought won that one down in front of Gardner. Seymour tackles Campbell. 2 of the best midfielders in the competition contest that footy. Another throw up here from the umpire. Seymour wins that one, but the boundary line's going to beat him.
A couple of early scores from the other games. A fast start for Lauderdale down at Skybus Oval. 22 minutes in the opening term. They lead 37-12 over Glenorchy. And a 1-point ball game at UTAS Stadium. 23 minutes gone. It's North Launceston leading Clarence 16-15.
Big day for Lauderdale. We should mention, got the Ryan Wiggins appeal down there, so we send our wishes to Ryan Wiggins. Tassie footy community knows what he's going through at the minute, but it's a big day for the Bombers down at Skybus Oval. So good start there for Lauderdale. As the footy's back in the centre of the ground now here at the Twins. Comes out to Reeves. He's been good today. Kicks forward, looking for Campbell. Davies is there for support. Campbell's going to be the man with the footy, but he's tackled there by Alec Wright. Umpires called for a ball up again. 13-point margin here, early stages of the third term. Thorpe
got first use on that occasion. Dragged down. There's the Lonnie player there in picture. We'll get a free kick here though. Off he goes, pitcher. Drives it long to the paint of 50. Hines flies at the back. Here's Musica. Couldn't collect the footy. Dragged down. Tigers still with the footy though. They've done well here to get it out of defence. And they've got some time and space now as well. And with the footy is Will Clifford. He decides to go short. Campbell thought he had the mark. Umpire said play on. Wheels around and kicks it long down the line. Alec right out the back. Just overworked the footy there. Overran the footy, I should say. And the Tigers now work it into attack. What do they do here? Umpires let it all go. Ball still alive. Tom Wright was there, but Lonnie do well. And now the mark taken by Riley Ashland. No,
pushing the back, I think.
Pushing the back. So Launceston will get the kick here out of the fence. 7-5 plays 5-4, as you can see there on the scoreboard. Nice fly for the footy there at the back. Cody Thorpe's going to get the balls. He gets down and does well for a big man. Now Palfreyman does well too. Scooped it up to himself and got the kick away. Free kick being paid here.
Go to the Tigers' way.
Will.
Brady Reeves is a man with a footy. So he kicks to the wing now. Looks for his skipper in Clifford. Gets to him. So he's going to slow this footy down just a touch. When someone will present to him, he does in Sam Dygan, his deputy vice captain. Come back in the last couple of weeks from injury. Good to see him back out there. He kicks forward, looks for Eddie Carl. Played that footy well, Eddie Carl, but good spoil over the back from Grant Holt. The ball's gone back out of bounds. So 7-5-47. As we said, plays 5-4-34 Launceston. Kingston have led all game. They kicked the opening goal and they were really good in the first quarter before a response was had by the Blues in the second. Who's going to get the ascendancy here in the third? Good tackle there by Eddie Cole and Sam Dygan. Bit of tag team action there. So we get another ball up.
Who's your tip from here, Roz?
I'm going to go with the Tigers, Breno. I like the Tigers at home. They play good footy here at the Twins, and if they can hold this lead, obviously they're going to win the game, but it's going to give them a bucket load of confidence if they're going to be up at three-quarter time. So my tip's the Tigers. You feeling the same, or are you a Blues man?
I look to be different. I'll go for Launceston, just so we've got something to argue about.
I had a feeling.
Next hour.
I had a feeling you might go with the Blues. So it's going to be an interesting contest, no matter who walks away with the victory. As Gardner punches that one out in front of Joe Gronewegan, the skipper today. So you're missing Joby Harper away with his fighting duties. It's worked out well for the Tigers. Davies has a day off and Joby doesn't. So
that's true.
They're going to thank the Tassie Fire Service, no doubt, the Tigers, if they walk away with a win today, because we know what a player Joby Harper is. He's a star. Ball's out now to Fletcher Seymour. He's tackled. That ball's going to go out of bounds again. So 7.5 minutes gone here in the third quarter. Bit of a, I guess, similar to the second quarter. No goals were kicked early in the second quarter and they came home late. Did both sides with a flurry of goals. So hopefully we get a repeat of that here in the third. Thorpe wins that one down in front of Gardner. Comes out to Seymour. He's had that footy on a string today. Eddie Cole gets a handball to Clifford, who gives it back to Gardner. He kicks forward now. Looking for a teammate who can take a mark here. Almost a Blues player. He falls over there. So Tigers apply pressure here through College. And we'll get another ball up.
8 minutes gone in this third term. So waiting on the first goal of the quarter. Guys blowing the whistle here. Coming back and going the way of the Tigers. Alex Bessel will take the kick. The yellow and black. In he goes to the paint of 50. Oh, just goes straight through the hands of Luke Graham, of course, who's kicked 3 first half goals today. So a rare error there for him.
It's been really good. Luke Graham kicked the first and he kicked that ripper from a tight angle in the second. So kicked 2 in the first and one in the second, Luke Graham.
Thorpe now. Got boot to ball, but turned over by the Tigers. Marcus Davies throws it onto the boot. Goes to the pocket. Mark not taken there by Ashland. Ball bounces over the top of Dowling's head. Davies gets it back again. Ashland centres the footy. Top of the square. No one there for the Tigers. Ends up with Gronewegan. And now at the back, and the Tigers get a sneaky one. They're held up right in the goal square.
Really good tackle there by Will Clifford in the goal square. Young man trying to cement his spot in this lineup.
Elijah Reardon's nominating for the ruck again here. Up against Gronewegan. Bit of a mismatch in height, but that's over the head and offline. That would have been amazing.
Far out. That would have been a goal of the day so far, fair to say. Doesn't go through the big sticks though. 7-6, 48, plays 5-4, 34. Ooh. As the Blues bring this one back out now. Looks for Musica, can't get to him. Spoiled. Eddie Cole takes the bump, comes out to Gardner. Scrubby little kick along the ground. Campbell came through with a big tackle, but he was able to break it. The young man in Liam Canny. Blues are out now. Taylor's got the footy. He's got a man on here. I think it's Dowling, it is. So he's got Paddock to run into. Good work there, though, by Zach Adams. He made up time and space that we didn't think he had. So Blues have got this one deep inside 50. Almost taken the mark there was Jay Blackberry. So it looks like he's gone forward now to try and get himself into this game. This is the deepest they've been so far in this third quarter of the Blues. Can they put a goal on the board? Try and wrestle this margin back. Comes in now. Mitch Thorpe goes up against Gardner. He wins that footy down for the Tigers. Comes out to Gronewegan. Gets his kick away. Does the big man. Campbell's at the front of that pack. Jake Hines over his head. Don't tell me he's done it. He has. Jake Hines kicks one for the Blues.
Yeah, great work from Hines. I think there were a few cries for touch, but ignored by the umpire. And a great goal for the Blues, just what they're after. First goal of the third term. Gets them back into the contest. Only an 8-point ball game now. Lead was out to 30 at one stage, wasn't it? So they've worked their way back into it nicely. Launceston.
This is where the worry signs might come in for the Tigers. They've got to keep themselves composed, cool heads, because as we said, back in round 10, I think they were 3 or 4 points down against Lonnie, and Lonnie were able to run over the top and walk away pretty comfortable winners, 79-53. So first thing to do is to keep this margin pretty tight and then reassess at three-quarter time, and hopefully if you're a Tiger supporter on the stream, walk away with a big win.
Max College had that all on his own and throws it straight on the boot. Good mark, one-handed mark taken there by Graham, I think it was. Inside 50 now. Chance for the Tigers to get a quick one back. Can they do it? They need it. Gardner is worked to the ground and I'll ball it up. So a danger moment here for Kingborough. I'd love the next one. Just to ease that pressure valve again. Here's Campbell. If there's a man that can do it, it's Will Campbell. Goes to the line. Still alive. And now Reardon got the handball out. Launceston defenders are on everything. And now Reardon's kick smothered and goes out of bounds for a boundary throw-in.
He's been pretty well held since that opening quarter, Elijah Reardon. He's had a bit of footy, but he hasn't looked as dangerous as he did in the opening 4 or 5 minutes, where he kicked 2 goals. So good work there from the Launceston defence to rail him in.
So Gardner and Thorpe again. Thorpe won that one all to himself, but straight in the hands of the Tigers player in Bessel, but he's offline to the right for a point. So the lead now 9 points for the home team.
7-7 plays 6-4 here. Blues bring this one back out to the far side of the Twin Ovals wing. Comes out there to Jamison House. He gives off to a teammate who's going to drive this footy up the wing. Looks to Gronewegan. He takes a good mark, does the big man. He's going to use this footy well. Short kick there. Just the 15 metres required. Gives it to his coach in Thorpe. He's going to drive forward. Musica and Hines is there. Hines over the back. Couldn't take the mark. Comes out now to Will Campbell for the Tigers. He's going to kick up to the wing. Looks for Graham. Tuthill's got him for company. Gronewegan applies some support there for his teammate, but that ball's gone out of bounds for a throw-in again. So, as we said, it was out to 30 points at one stage there in the second quarter for the Tigers, so it's Been a really good effort from the Blues. We knew they'd come at some point, and they've got it back to within 9 points. Can they bring it back with a goal here, even shorter, to a 3-point ball game? 49 plays 40 as we tick into 14 minutes here. Ruckman go up. Comes down to the Tigers man in front, but good tackle there by Brody Powerfreeman.
Nine-point buffer here. 14 minutes gone. Third term, up it goes. Tigers right in the middle of the Twins there. That wasn't a great kick from Zach Adams. Not his best work, and one will get the footy now. Half back. Not a lot on offer. Decides to go short in the end. Dowling good to go earlier in the game.
Graham has to come off that mark a bit. The boy didn't see him.
Here's Launceston, another inside 50 for the reigning premiers. Good mark, no, not taken by Hines in the end. Ball to ground. Can they work it out here, the Blues? Campbell does well, and it's going to go to the boundary line. It's going to stay in, is it? It does. That's incredible. Imagine what the Sharon can do. The shape it is.
A bit high there. Called by the umpire.
Tigers through Clifford now. Work it forward. Umpire said play on here. And goes the whistle eventually.
Touch footy there. So
9 points. 29 plays 40. They've worked themselves back in the game beautifully here. Launceston. Whistle kick here. Free kick going to the Tigers.
Coolidge's footy. Taken without it.
So a chance now for them to enter inside 50. The kick wasn't a great one to Reardon. Now Launceston easily work it out. But that's going to go right to the boundary line out on the full. So
it's the last 3 or 4 kicks inside 50 haven't been the best from the Tigers. So they can get that delivery a bit sharper going inside 50. Give them some confidence to put another goal on the board. Short kick there to Graham. He might have been taken high. He's going to get a free kick now. This is the kick that they need to hit. Can Luke Graham put a good boot inside 50 now? That's better than what it has been. Kicks deep inside 50. Men are there. Gardner's there for the Tigers, but the mark's been taken by the opposing ruckman in Gronewegan. He gets a quick kick off to Brody Powerfreeman. What's he going to do with the footy now? He assesses his options. He's going to bring it to the commentary side of the Twin Ovals. Deep in defence for the Blues. And a short kick now to Gronewegan. So he's had a fair bit of the footy, Joe Gronewegan, here in the third quarter. He kicks into the centre of the ground. Risky kick there. 3 Tigers are there. The man with the footy is Lockie Griggs. He's going to kick inside 50 now. Looks for Reardon. Graham's there too. He's going to mop up here, Elijah Reardon. What's he going to do with the footy? Keeps it in. Over his shoulder. Can he kick a goal, Elijah Reardon? It goes to the top of the square, but it's gone through 4 behind. 7-8. 50 plays 6-4. 40, 10-point ball game here at the Twins.
The mark taken by Jake Smith. Love how he goes about it for the Blues. Ball bounces over the head of Seymour. Foot race is on. Who gets there first? The Tigers win it through Davies, but he overran it as well. Taylor dives onto it. Thorpe is dragged down. Seymour now collects it out the back. Goes from the paint of 50. Looks to the top of the square. Fly from Thorpe. Couldn't take the mark. He lands on top of Brady Reeves though, and it'll be a free kick to the Tigers.
And good today, Brady Reeves. He's had a fair bit of the footy. Battled away well.
He has. He'll just take his time now to assess his options here. Low scoring third term here on the live stream. Round 16 TSL. Good mark there from Hines. Just did beautifully with his body there against Gardner. In it comes again. Another forward entry. Good tackle from Holt. Spills out the back and now onto the boot of Miller Hodge, but straight down the throat of Lockie Griggs. He plays on immediately. Oh, good mark from Gardner. Marcus Gardner. Described as one of the most improved players in the TSL earlier this week by Mitch Thorpe, the Launceston coach.
I was about to say, he's probably quietly into their most 2 or 3 important players in the lineup, Marcus Gardner, this year.
Eddie Cole goes down the line. He could take the mark. Ball not going too far.
Tunnel his way through there, Luke Graham, with the legs of Jamison House. Almost approaching time on here in the third quarter, as Breno just said. Not many goals kicked here in the third. There was a lot of goals kicked there in the second quarter in time on, but not here in the third. So footy comes out now. Griggs is there. Groenewegen can't pick that footy up. Clifford's there for the Tigers. Good work there by the skipper. He kicks inside 50 now. Can a mark get taken here by the Tigers? It can't. Ball goes out of bounds for a throw in. 7-8-50. Plays 6-4-40. 19.5 gone here. Tigers yet to kick a goal here in the third quarter. Blues just have the one. So can they kick one just to give themselves a bit of confidence going into the fourth quarter that they can hold this lead and not have a repeat of what we saw in round 10, where the Blues really took them to the sword in the fourth quarter and walked away with a pretty comfortable win in the end. Good tackle there by Reardon. What's the umpire going to say here? He's taking his time to blow his whistle. Says my ball, throw it up.
Know about the TSL here, Ros, but some breaking news out of the AFL that Dustin Martin out for the rest of the season.
Jeez.
Huge story.
Not good, especially after a really good win for the Tigers last night in Jack Rewalt's milestone match. 300 games for the Tasmanian. Footy comes out to the wing now. Brady Rees is the man with it. Gives off to Clifford. Whistle's been blown though by the umpire. Might have been dealt with after the fact, Brady Rees, by Jake Hines. So Brady Rees has got the footy as we're into time on now here in the third quarter. Tigers still looking for their first goal of the second half. Kicks up towards Gardner. He can't take the mark. So it's back on that. It's a big loss for the Tigers, for Richmond in the AFL, losing Dustin Martin for the rest of the year.
It is, isn't it? Star of the competition. These Tigers, though, they're doing well. They haven't scored a goal, but they've stemmed the flow of goals from the opposition team as well. So we have a big big final quarter coming up. We mentioned a few times now that this is a similar situation to the last time they played here, where the lead was really minimal heading into the last term, or even in the last term, before Lonnie kicked away to win. Here go the Tigers now. Can they get their first of the quarter? Tom Wright gives it off to Cole. Cole tries to spot a target inside 50. Reardon right on the boundary. Goodness me, that would have been some effort through for a minor score.
We know what he can do, Elijah Reardon, with the footy, especially here at the Twin Ovals. So there was no mistake. He could have done something special there. Groenewegen. He finds Dowling on the wing in front of Marcus Davies. Can the Blues still one late here? Cut this margin even further than they already have. It was at 30 in that second quarter. Good mark taken there by Jake Smith. Sorry, Jacob Boyd, I should say. So Jacob Boyd now kicks inside 50 towards the boundary line. Good kick there, but it's gone in front. Number 8 in Miller Hodge. He kicks inside now. Thorpe's there, but the Tigers have got the numbers around the footy, but Jay Blackberry just barrels his way through. Umpire might have been premature to make the call there as Blackberry got up on his feet pretty quick. So can the Blues kick their second of the quarter here? Deep inside 50. Mitch Thorpe in the ruck. Just hits the deck, does that footy. It's going to go through. Further behind it is. So 6-5. 41, plays 7-9, 51, back to that even 10-point margin. Comes out through Lockie Griggs. Good mark taken there by Eddie Cole. Immediately plays on to Marcus Davies. They're on here are the Tigers if they can get this footy down quickly. College, smart play there. Tried to find a teammate in Will Clifford. Good tackle applied there though by the Blues. So we hear the crowd getting into this contest. Good to see a nice turnout down here at the Twins. 23 minutes gone here in the third quarter. Thorpe and Gardner contest. Boyd with the footy there. Comes out to Will Clifford. Seymour handballs to himself and kicks around his body. Groenewegen can't take the mark. Tigers mop up here. They're going to repel back inside 50. Reardon couldn't take the grab. He's got the footy now, though, does Elijah Reardon. Tuthill's with it. Gives to Thorpe, who went back to Tuthill, but he collects his own footy. Cody Thorpe. Alex Bessel's got the footy now. Drives inside 50. Who's he got for company? It was College. Dygan's got the footy now. Can he work out something special? He's got a heap of pressure on him. Gives off to Eddie Cole. I think the whistle's been blown, though. Might have been holding the ball. It is. So the Blues are going to repel out of the back 50 through Casey Brown.
They will indeed. 24 minutes gone. Third term. It's a 10-point margin here at the Twin Ovals. Big final quarter coming up. Who can get a goal here before three-quarter time? The race is on. Tigers would love one. Ball up here. 51 plays 41 this Saturday afternoon. Up it goes. Launceston work it out. Gardner, the Tigers. And now Campbell. He got to work with. It's a one-on-one contest, but out the back, it's a high tackle. Umpire call it, did he?
He did, I think.
Did in the end. And there's the three-quarter time siren. So there you have it. Kingborough didn't kick a goal that quarter.
No.
But they've held the lead by 10 points. 51 plays 41 heading into the final term. So we are all set up for what will be a riveting contest in the last 30 minutes, Ryan Rosendale.
Yeah, said beautifully, Breno. It's going to be a cracker of a last quarter. But as you said, probably not beneficial for the Tigers not being able to kick a goal in that third quarter, but it'd be pretty pleasing that they were able to limit Lonnie to just the one goal themselves. So the message, I think, at three-quarter time would be probably pretty similar to what it was back in round 10 if they can, except this time that they do have the lead, the Tigers. So if they can do what they've done all game and just work well out of that back 50, their back six has been very, very good all game, which has allowed them to obviously get that lead early in the second quarter where they were up by 30 points. So even though the Blues have been able to come back here and cut the margin to 10, I'm still tipping the Tigers from here.
So a quick look at the goal kickers before we take a short break. 3 goals to Luke Graham, 2 goals to Elijah Reardon, 1 each to Sam Dygan and Will Campbell for the Tigers. And for Launceston, we've got all individual goal kickers. 1 to Liam Canny, Brody Palfreyman, James Dowling, Brendan Taylor, Alec Wright and Jake Hines. We are set up for a magnificent final term. Don't go anywhere. Back soon with the final quarter. Well, welcome back to the Twin Ovals here in Kingston. Final quarter coming your way on the TSL live stream for round 16 between the Kingborough Tigers and the Launceston Blues. We are all set up for what will be a cracking final term. Brent Costello with you alongside Ryan Rosendale. Going to be a beauty, Ross.
It is, Breno, as we get underway here in the last quarter. 10-point lead to the home side. Can they hold on here and get their biggest scalp of the year? Powerfreeman applies a tackle there on Tigers skipper in Lockie Clifford. So the little game here have the Tigers, as we said, got out to a 30-point lead at one stage in that second quarter, but the Blues' class and maturity's got them back into this game. 10 points is the margin at this point as it goes down deep inside 50. Cody Thorpe's there. Good mark taken by the big man. It's fair to say he's going to put this one through the big sticks, no mistake about it, and cut the margin back to 4 points, which is the closest they've been all game, have the Blues.
Absolutely. So this will cut it back to 4 points. It's going to make it super tricky for the Tigers. With this Launceston train rattling home really well since half time.
There's no mistake, Cody Thorpe.
And they're on. Oh!
And fair bit on there. Want to be careful here, Cody Thorpe. As we said, he's copped a couple of suspensions so far this year, so don't need to get overzealous. They still trail this game by the 4 points. So 7-9-51 plays 7-5-47. 4 point lead to the home side, but as we said, it's been all the Blues probably since the late stages of the second quarter. Got out to 30 and flicked a switch for the Blues. They've been able to wrestle that margin all the way back to the 4 points it is now. Can they hit the lead here early in the fourth quarter? Gardner and Gronewegan contest that one. Eddie Cole down with a footy. Fletcher Seymour tackles him. It's a free kick though to Eddie Cole. It's been a good inclusion into the lineup this year. Obviously his dad Anthony played a fair bit of footy at North Hobart. Brother Will still plying his trade there. Blues get this footy out of the back 50 now. Comes to the wing. Grant Holt's there, so is Jake Hines. He gives off to Miller Hodge, who kicks forward. Who's he got here? Number 17 in Taylor. Teammate gives the footy to him. Good tackle there, though, applied by Griggs. Umpire's blown his whistle, though. It might be a free kick to Taylor, it is. So this is dangerous now for the Tigers.
It is. This is their time, the Tigers. We'll get that at the moment, but Taylor goes to the top of the square. Thorpe there looking dangerous again. Hines. And now a chance for Launceston to go again. Interrupted there. Ball still alive. Campbell throws himself onto it. Yeah, Trent Bormala said during the week the Tigers players were filthy last time they dropped the game to Launceston. Yep. They weren't happy enough just being in the game. They wanted to win it. This is the moment.
Yep.
4 points down. They need the next goal. They're in a dangerous spot here at the moment, though, right in front of Launceston's goal. Seymour taken high, was he? Umpire said no. He's been pinged for holding the footy instead. So a good result for the Tigers.
Good work there by Marcus Davies. As you said, this is their time to make a statement, the Tigers. They want to take a big scalp heading into the final series.
No better time than now, Roz. 4 points up at home against the reigning premiers.
The best opportunity they've had all season. It's taken 16 weeks, but they've got it now. What can they do? As Lockie Griggs keeps his footy in play. Will Campbell's there. He's got 2 to beat. He does that well. Gets the footy back from Griggs. Tackle there applied by the Launceston player. It's a good one. Seymour's got the footy. No doubt he's been their best today. Comes out to Taylor. What can he do with the footy? Brendan Taylor, can he put the Blues in front?
Oh, umpire's down.
Umpires, what's he called? He's called it behind.
He's done well.
He's done well there. So almost took the lead there, did the Blues.
Geez, they've lifted, haven't they?
They have.
Just held the pressure around the footy. Putting the Kingborough defenders, bringing it out under the pump. So good in that first half. Good mark from Gronewegan. Plays on quickly. Doing all the attacking now. Launceston in it goes. At the back, here's a chance now for another one for Launceston. And it's through, so they've hit the lead. The Blues, they're back in town. Nice goal there from Braden Pitcher. And all of a sudden, this game has shifted momentum big time.
The man that kicked 6 last week when Dylan Riley went down, he's kicked the most important goal in the last 2 weeks just then. So the Blues hit the front for the first time in this game as we approach 5 minutes gone in the fourth quarter. 8-6, 54 plays 7-9, 51. This will be the time now where if you're a Tigers supporter, you want your side to give a response and a quick run in that.
Yeah, it's reflecting the last game, isn't it? Big time.
They would have been worried. They would have spoken about it too, I'm sure, during the week at training and on review of the round 10 game. If we get in this situation again, we need a mount a response and a quick response in that, because we know how damaging Launceston can be when they get momentum behind them. So what can the Tigers do now? Groenewegen wins that one down. Terrific tap there to Brody Powerfreeman. And again, it's inside 50 for the Blues. Brady Weese does well there. Jake Hines is man in front now as they fight for their own footy there, the Tigers. Good tackle applied by the Launceston forward line. And on the bottom of that pack was Lockie Godomski. Ball up now. Groenewegen and Gardner, as they have done all day. Footy comes into the centre of the ground. Good play there by Riley Ashland. Gives a handball out to his skipper in Clifford. Who's he found? Cole's there. He's got 3 to beat. Brody Powerfreeman's one of them. Gives out to number 18 in Jake Smith. Quick handball over the top to Groenewegen. Can they find a mark here? Can the Blues? Good spoil there. And the ball's gone out of bounds. So dangerous now. It's deep inside 50. They trail by 3, the Tigers. No doubt the defenders will be feeling pretty nervous at this point in the game.
Yeah, they will be. That's for sure. 6 minutes gone, almost 6.5 minutes gone, final term. They need the next one, the Tigers, just to stem the flow here. Launceston well on top at the moment. Ball goes to ground. Not going too far from the previous ball up. What have the Tigers got left in them? Up it goes. Down it comes. Hines, just a little masterclass there, but play on. Still here for the Blues. It's off and touched on the line.
Good work there by McCulloch.
Just doing all the attacking. Off he goes to get his own footy too, McCulloch. Maybe Lockie Clifford to bring it back into play for his team.
Come out of the square
He's
there.
made it hard for himself. Goes long in the end and overshoots it, but this might work out all right for the Tigers. Graham puts it forward, but straight down the throat of Jamison House. No, we haven't called too much this afternoon.
No.
A few players we haven't really called out.
Jay Blackberry's been pretty quiet too. So it's good to see when Lonnie has got their better players not performing to their best of their ability, they're still able to stay within games.
Absolutely, yeah. Mark couldn't be controlled there. Here's Reardon, throws it on the boot, only as far as the Launceston player though. And now Boyd works it forward. Punt from behind. Pitcher. Here's Blackberry. Taylor's there as well. Can't quite work it out. Taylor's still got it though, does well in the end. It goes as far as the Kingborough player. And now at the back, here's a chance again for Launceston. Pitcher brought down in a big tackle by Blake McCulloch.
A few really good defensive efforts in the last couple of minutes from Blake McCulloch. So we're ticking at 8.5 minutes gone. Ball up inside 50 for the Blues. Taylor's going to be the man at the front. Might have been taken in the back there by Rees. Play on, says the umpire. Another ball up just inside 50 for the Blues. They've come with steam here since the late stages of that second quarter when they trailed by 30. They now lead by 4. Seymour, he's been the best for the Blues today, there's no doubt about that. Comes out to Holt, he's on the ground, gets up to Taylor. Good tackle applied there though by Will Clifford. So we hear the crowd, the home crowd getting pretty involved here in this contest. Good to hear that. So 7-9-51. The Tigers trail the Blues 8-7-55. Cody Thorpe wins that one with ease. Can he kick a goal here? Cody Thorpe. He's going to go through 4 behind. So extends that lead out now to 5 points. Can the Tigers work their way from defence to attack here and hit the front? They're going to need something pretty special because Lonnie have come, as I said, with a steam since that second quarter. Ball comes out now. Blues have it. Good work here. Good tackle applied though by the Tigers. Comes out to Powerfryman. He kicks deep inside 50. Cody Thorpe second. The big man take a mark. I think he can. He can't. Not paid by the umpire. There's the man we spoke about earlier in Blackberry, but it's marked on the line. Good goalkeeping type effort there from the Tigers.
10 minutes gone now. Final term. In it comes. How's the kick? It's going to work. Does in the end for Kingborough. Launceston do well though. They get it out for Miller Hodge. All wrapped up. So a 5-point ball game. Could be much closer than this as we head into the dying embers of the game. We said a chance for the Tigers to make a statement. They've been good all day. Haven't kicked a goal though, have they, Ros, for a long time?
Probably since the 20-minute mark of that second quarter. So.
Here's Seymour, tucks the footy under his arm, has a look at goal. It's across the face. Plenty of blue there, but there's plenty of black and yellow as well. Seymour again, he's had plenty of it this afternoon. Got a little kick away, off to a teammate. They have a look at goal, but it's offline, minus score. Makes it an even goal now though. 7-9 plays 8-9.
See, that's a worry for the Tigers. They haven't been able to hit the scoreboard with a goal. I think it was Will Campbell might have been the last man to kick a goal for the Tigers. Long time ago, late in that second quarter. So that's the worry here for the Tigers. They haven't been able to hit the scoreboard in a meaningful way in almost a quarter and a half here. So can they get something to work here from this kick in? They're going to bring it to the commentary side of the Twin Ovals. Long kick to the wing looking for Gardner. But it's come out the back to Michael Musica. Again, Launceston have just controlled this footy for the better part of this second half. Looks for Thorpe. Good mark, almost taken there by the big man. He's had 2 or 3 goes at it in the last few minutes as Brady Reese has the footy. He's in danger now. Gets that one out. He's got teammates there for support. Kick out now from the Tigers' defence. They want to clear this footy. Eddie Cole's a man with it. Gets his kick away up the line. Looks for Bessel. He can't take the mark. Good work there by Dygan. Gets out to Gardner. What can they do here, the Tigers? College is there, so is Reardon. Not a great tackle there. Needed to be harder at that footy. In the aspect of this game, you're a goal down. 12 minutes gone. They need to apply some physical pressure now, do the Tigers, if they're going to give themselves any chance of winning this game. Footy's inside 50. It's bounced out to Campbell. Good handball over the top. Good, well taken there by Ashland. Good tackle applied though. Clifford's got the footy now. Ashland with it. Gives off to Griggs. Gets his kick away. It's not a great one. Reardon's there. What can he do? Good tackle. Comes out now to the Tigers. Clifford's got it. Smothered though. Reardon's on. The Tigers on too. Graham's there. Foot chase to the boundary, but it's beaten them both. This is where they need to really make a statement. Get a goal on the board. Now you've got the footy down there.
They do. It's in a good spot for them. Can they tie it up here? The Tigers. Goals have been at a premium for them since the second quarter. Wait to throw in. Here they go. Bonnie do well though. They get it away through Smith. But the Tigers get the footy back. Chance to reload now. And they pump it long inside 50. Lots of blue there. Gronowegan, good grab. Great grab by the big man. His kick works nicely. And interfered with there.
He was lucky there, Luke Graham.
Yeah, Dowling was interfered, but the umpire let it go. Look at this. Loose Brody Poultryman all on his own. Has a bounce. Looks ahead. And finds Alec Wright. Slow it down a little bit. Not much on offer for him at this moment. Decides to go and find a target in Jay Blackberry. Quite by his standards today, but has sort of lifted a little bit in this later stage of the game. That wasn't his best kick, and that's dribbled out of bounds for a boundary throwing.
Definitely worked his way into the game.
Pretty tight game at Utah Stadium. 43 plays 42. Clarence ahead by a point there, approaching half-time. Might even be half-time now. And it's Skybus Oval. It's Lauderdale leading Glenorchy at half-time by 19 points. So Some good games around the state. We've got one on our hands here. 6 points is the difference at the moment. One straight kick. Here's Thorpe. Tigers get the footy back. Now House. Work it forward again through Boyd. And now here's another chance. Hodge has a look inside 50. Top of the square. Who's there to take the mark? And Launceston extend their lead. Tackle.
Another good tackle from Blake McCulloch. Played his trade well here in the last quarter. With the amount of footy that's come in that back 50 for the Tigers. So ball up now. Gardner and Gronewegan. Taylor's got the footy now. What can he do with it? Goes deep inside 50. Thorpe over the back. Can't take the mark. He's got the footy now though, does Cody Thorpe. Not his best work there. Might go out of bounds. And the forward's going to stay in. Just inside the line. Punch forward by the Tigers' defence. Casey Brown's there. Tries to keep that in play. He's got 2 to beat. Well done there by the Tigers. Umpire calls a whistle for a ball up. So approaching time on now. Here in the fourth quarter. 15 and a half minutes just gone.
Well, we haven't seen a close game like this for Launceston this late in the game, Ros, too.
No.
So I think Mitch Thorpe will like this just to test his players and see how they can come out of it.
Yeah, especially so close to finals. Good test for both sides because there's no doubt they'll probably meet again in the back half of the final series. As the Tigers get this footy out, they bring it up the wing. Reardon's there. Good spoil over the back there, though, by Josh Woolley. And we'll get another boundary throw in. So 8-9, 57 plays, 7-9, 51. An even goal game here. What can the Tigers do? Haven't kicked a goal since late in the second quarter through Will Campbell. They're going to need one. They're going to need more than one if they're going to win this game, but they're going to need one to start with to tie this game up. Clifford over his shoulder. He's got Luke Graham there. College is there too. Good work there by the two of them. Might have come off the boot, but it's gone out of bounds for a throw in. So again, they were here a few minutes ago, but it went straight back up the other end of the ground. Can they do something here, the Tigers?
In towards the pointy end of the game now, aren't we? 17 minutes gone. 6 point lead to the visitors, Launceston, the reigning premiers. What's Kingborough got here in their forward 50? She's tight here at the Twin Ovals this afternoon. This one's not going too far either. Can they get it out cleanly? It's still alive here. The umpire's letting it go. Eventually has to blow his whistle.
Taking his time there.
57 plays 51. Big punch from Gronewegan. And now here is the Tigers' Clifford. Well, not going too far again. Have another ball up. Couldn't be any tighter at the moment. Crowd will be loving it.
Good crowd in today too. Been pretty vocal here in the last quarter. The home side. Can that get them over the line here, the Tigers? Music has got the footy. He's tackled by Davies. Two of the stalwarts of the TSL there. Another throw up.
Haven't kicked a goal since, as we said, the 20-minute mark of the second term. They're going to have to probably kick 2 here to win, the Tigers. So
they went out of the full. Touch.
Yeah, touched, yep.
Unlucky there for the Tigers.
Would have been handy.
Would have been probably a shot on goal there or centre into the top of the square. So still got the footy in the forward 50 here though. Can they work something out here, the Tigers? Gardner in front. Wins that footy down, but it goes straight down the throat of a Launceston midfielder. Might be holding the ball here. It is, says the umpire. Ooh. So this is a chance they needed, the Tigers. Eddie Cole's the man with a footy. See everyone breaking now. Deep inside 50. Has he got the distance here, Eddie Cole?
He's going to back himself in, doesn't it?
It does look like that. He said he's the number one tackler in the comp, Eddie Cole, but can he do the most important thing he's done all year?
Oh.
Can't do anything there like we wanted to see. It's gone inside 50, but not where they wanted it.
Well, wasted opportunity there, wasn't it?
Wasted opportunity, as you said, Breno. Holt's got the footy now. Can they get it back inside 50 now, the Tigers? Just to reset here, Clifford. Skipper's got the footy. Looks for Reardon. He can't take the mark. He's got 3 to beat again. Musical with the handball. Didn't get to his desired target. Bessel's got it. He kicks inside 50. Can they take a mark here, the Tigers?
Oh.
They spoil themselves, the Blues. Good handball out. Rian's got the footy now. He gets a quick kick away. Groenewegen playing the sweeper role in defence there, the big man. He gives off to Tuthill. Sorry, that's Miller Hodge. He gives a quick kick over the top, and the Blues want to settle this one down through Jacob Boyd.
They've done well there, the Blues are under pressure. When Reardon had almost had the footy there, it looked like they might have been on the Tigers, but cool in a crisis, the Blues defence. Here they go again though, the Tigers. Not over with yet. Sam Dyken got it off, and now they come inside 50 once more, over the head of Reardon. And now, is that a high tackle? Umpire said no on Graham. And the ball up.
So umpire to see that one.
The time on now. Won't be a long quarter either. There hasn't been too many goals kicked. How many had, Ross? One or two?
I think 2 from the Blues, so can't imagine it would be too long at all.
Up it goes. Let me try and get a clean breakaway here. They do in the end. And now here's Paul and tucks the footy under his arm and looks ahead. He dodges a couple of defenders. Off he goes. He chased down at the end, got the handball away just in time. Here's Jake Hines. Throws it on the boot inside 50. What's on offer? Thorpe is there. He's in a race of 2 people in the end. Ball heads towards the boundary line. Tigers have it back, but the player there in Rees is wrapped up and will have a ball up.
It looked dangerous there for the Tigers. Looked like Brady Pefferman was out there.
Oh, he was off, wasn't he?
He was. So we're kicking time on now in the last quarter. And the Blues going to kick one here and really make a statement. I think they are through Cody Thorpe. That might be the sealer. The big man's kicked 2 in the last quarter. He could have been the difference.
Yeah, you think that might be done and dusted now. As we said, it won't be a long quarter. The players get around him too. They know it's an important goal. Can't say Kingborough haven't had their chances to win this game. But Lonnie have just been too good in this second half.
As we said, they've really struggled to hit the scoreboard since the late stages of that second quarter when they hit the 30-point mark when they were up by that margin. So they're now going to need at least 3 goals to win this game. The Tigers, they trail by 2. 9-9, 63 plays 7-9, 51. Ball goes back up now in the centre of the ground. Lockie Clifford's got it. What can he do with it? The skipper works his way through a couple, kicks forward. Dygan's there in front of Boyd, but good mark taken there by the defender. So Boyd has got Groenewegen wider up the ground, but he elects to go shorter to Smith. So they can just slow the tempo of the game now, can the Blues. This would be a really impressive win if they're able to walk away with a victory. Considering they were down by 30 points, you'd have to think Coach Mitch Thorpe will be pretty impressed with the performance of his side for the last 3 quarters of this game. Ball goes forward, Groenewegen in front.
Their 42-point turnaround. So they've worked hard for it, the Blues, but
disappointing though for the Tigers.
Yeah, it is. And as we said, similar shades to the last time these 2 teams met here, as Hines has a bounce right on the boundary line, goes inside 50. Inside, Thorpe's there again, but a good mark taken by Lockie Griggs. Tries to switch play. He's got 2 players there to use, but the bounce has landed awkwardly, and Launceston get it back. Paul Freeman missed out there, and here come the Tigers. Can they get a late one here? Reardon couldn't take the mark, just fell in front of him. Does so well though, but in the end is dragged down.
Great tackle,
Josh Woolley's done very nicely there for Launceston. Just couldn't get his silky smooth moves going quite well enough there. Elijah Reardon, we know he's a class player, but Josh Woolley just got the better of him there.
He's held him exceptionally well, Josh Woolley, since that first quarter.
Yeah, he was on, wasn't he? 2 early goals for Reardon, and haven't sidled him too much since, as they go forward again, Launceston, but only as far as the Tigers defender. Bring it out. Can they get one more here, Launceston? Here's their best chance. Groenewegen throws it on the boot, goes to the top of the square. Hines takes the mark. And we'll go back and try and put this one well and truly beyond doubt now and make it a 3-goal lead for the reigning premiers.
Kick one already today, Jake Hines, so looking for his second. He'll join Cody Thorpe as the multiple goal kickers for the Blues, should he put this one through.
Fantastic player, Jake Hines. A sensational year for Launceston. In he comes. This for an 18-point lead for the Blues. No good. A minor score.
Interesting to note too, Brendan, we haven't really seen Coach Mitch Thorpe since the half-time siren, so he might have taken himself off for the second half, potentially through injury. I haven't called his name in the later stages of this game. So free kick now to the Blues. Comes out to Holt. Kick smothered though. It's going to come back to Power Freeman. He might have been taken without of the as, says the umpire. So just a bit overzealous there was Marcus Davies. I think this one's probably gone from their grasp now, the Tigers. They understand that. 9-10, 64 plays 7-9, 51. They've been held goalless here in the second half. That's a big tick for the Blues. I thought it was a pretty damaging first half for the home side. Power Freeman brings this one inside 50. Fly taken there. Jake Hines almost took the mark. That would have been something special from a special player, but it's gone out of bounds. So 25 minutes gone now, 25 and a half I should say. It's going to be a Launceston win, a pretty impressive win in the end for the Blues. As I said, 42-point plus turnaround. Down by 5 goals late in the second quarter to come back and win this one. Shows how impressive this side is. It's why they're the reigning premiers. It's why they're sitting on top of the ladder. And there it is. What a win for the Launceston Blues. Disappointing for the home side and the Tigers. You can see the disappointment on their faces. But if you're a Launceston supporter watching back at home in Lonnie, you'd be pretty happy with your team's effort today. They walk away winners 9-10, 64 to 7-9, 51. Brent Costello, it was a terrific performance, especially in that second half.
Yeah, it was. They just lifted, didn't they? You could tell that right across the ground. Keeping the Tigers goalless as well, as you said, Ross, in that second half, a big tick. And they'd like that. They'd like to be challenged by a team, I reckon, heading into finals. And as we said off the top, Mitch Thorpe been really bullish on the Tigers in 2021. So that's the test they're after. First game without Dylan Riley as well. That's going to take some adjusting, given he's been such a prominent part of the team. But they head back up the highway with the 4 points, and that first position on the ladder looking pretty much sewn up now, you'd think.
Yeah, I think they're sewn up. I think that was probably a danger game for Lonnie, but as you said, the response they were able to show, especially in that second quarter when they got down by 30 points, to come out and kick those 3 or 4 late goals in the second, and then to really dominate that second half and keep the Tigers goals. I think it all started. Fletcher Seymour was probably their best player for the day. He was lively early and kept them in the game when they only kicked the 1 goal in the first quarter. So fair to say he was their best player of the day. And as we spoke about late in that last quarter, Josh Woolley's ability to hold Elijah Reardon after he kicked 2 early goals was really impressive too. So a good effort all round from the Blues. But yeah, especially when they had guys like Jay Blackberry and Mitch Thorpe didn't play a lot of that second half. When you got your most experienced players not producing at their best when they're down, it's good to see that other guys can stand up and they can walk away with a pretty impressive win like they did today.
Absolutely. Hope you've enjoyed the coverage here on the live stream. A good win to Launceston this afternoon. Good to see you, Ross. And
you too, Renato.
We'll catch you next time on the live stream.